It's your boy DJ Academics, and now a good old execution by the New York police. Now, a few days ago, it happened in New York, obviously. During a routine police initiation in frats and sports and other things, they might call it hazing, but to a rookie cop, it's called a police initiation. So a rookie cop, this time around, completed his portion of passing the bar. Now, he's officially NYPD, and now the NYPD, as we all know, they're some of the most savage human beings on this planet. Heartless, brainless, and also trigger happy. With everyone, not only just black people, but with blacks especially, they usually have a nonchalant, not giving a fuck attitude because they know there's no repercussions, right? They act up with everyone, but they try to make sure they can't be reported or caught. With black people, they'll kill you with everybody fucking recording. Who cares? Now check this out, because we've all seen Train Day, right? Remember when Denzel told that white rookie cop on his first day riding with him, he was like, yo, he had to smoke some weed or he had to smoke some whatever he had to smoke, some drugs. Then he had to beat up some criminals and also do some crime. And really, that was all just to get dirt on the rookie cop to blackmail him into the system of corruption. Now, I'm far from a cynic, but these New York fucking cops, it sounds eerily familiar. So, generic story. This is how it reads. Unarmed black male shot and killed by the police in a reported dark stairwell. Right? Right? Generic as fuck. Where the cops supposedly accidentally shot and killed him. And for the record, you got to realize that the guy who got killed, he wasn't being detained, he wasn't being investigated, nor was he even engaged in any type of confrontation with them. Now, the guy name is Akai Gurley. The cop who killed him, his name is Peter Lang. This happened in Brooklyn, New York. Now, most of these cops, and this is a problem here, most of these cops are terrified of the places they patrol. So when people mention, and I hear a lot of people saying, hey, they would like to have more black cops on the force, other than the obvious, like there's tests and systematic ways that may prevent black men or black people in general from being on the police force, I always say, hey, let's slow it down because we also got to be objective. Let's put things into comparison and into perspective. Blacks are only 14% of the population of the United States, which means for every 18 cops, you'd be lucky to have even 2 black ones. So if that's the math, when we're really going by percent population and also a percent of blacks in the population, and then really mirroring that with the percent of blacks on the police force. So that's the math. But here's the thing. The thing is districts, wards, and the regions that these people are policing. For example, Ferguson, what's needed is not necessarily more black cops, but actually, to me, what's needed is more police officers that are actually from the community. Too many times, they get police officers who live in the suburbs, right? They score high on all these tests. They go to the academy. They're really good, right? Then they put them in an urban environment. They're from the suburbs. Now they're in the urban environment. They've never been to an urban environment. And really all they hear is negative stories of the actual savages who do exist. But they're really in a minority in these communities. And then they come into that community to police with that type of perception. So they think, hey, everybody's like this and I have to operate like this. Because of that, the police officers kind of go off like, yo, it's a kill or be killed world. They are overly aggressive. They feel like they have to protect themselves in all instances. And by doing that, they need to establish dominance. Typical male trait. It happens in animals too. They have to establish dominance by showing the other party that they give less of a fuck than anyone else. So that's how it is. Now, to me, here's the thing, because this particular story is incredibly weird, right? It's weird to me because it's the first time I'm ever reading a story, and I'm reading the story for the first time, and I'm noticing the fucking excuse is built into the story. I'm like, is the media down with the shit too? I mean, it didn't read like, hey, black man or unarmed black man, or fuck it, let's remove the race. Unarmed man got killed by the cops. We are now investigating what's going on. Now, when cops shoot people, right, this is protocol. If any police officer on any police force within the United States, if they shoot someone or they discharge your gun, they are liable to an internal affairs investigation. It has to be, they have to write up why it happened, and then they might be investigated to make sure everything was cool. But this is the first story I'm kind of reading from the press where it says, oh yeah, he shot and killed him, but here's why he did it. He did it because of this. So they have all type of theories. Oh, he's left-handed. He opened the door with his left hand and then the gun went off. It's only accidental. It's normal, or it would happen to anyone. And I'm thinking like, y'all making the story up for him already? Like, you ain't even let him come out and talk? Y'all just giving the story out. I'm like, this is some fuckery. So they're presenting the story or his alibi, his fucking excuse, with the facts. They're like, this is why he got killed. It's an accident. Let's chalk it up right now. It's a fucking accident. Now, I'm used to hearing, we're talking about due process. I'm used to saying or hearing, we're going to be investigating. Then after we investigate, then you could come out maybe a month or a couple weeks later and say, yo, this was actually a accident. But coming out initially saying it's an accident, which you know what that means, right? It pretty much says, we don't know shit. Nobody going to jail on this side. The cop, he's now really a cop. You know what they tell him back in the precinct? Now you finally made it, man. You finally killed one. Now you really got your stripes. What's going to happen? That family is going to try to sue for some wrongful death lawsuit against the NYPD. And you know what's going to happen? The NYPD got a lot of lawyers on retainers. That family probably does not. Maybe they could garner some support from the public to get some lawyers to actually fight back and forth with the NYPD for them to eventually get to a settlement. But is it going to be worth it? You're going to come out even. You're going to pay more in court costs just to get the same amount of money that you're going to get from them in the end. So yeah, that's what's happening, man. And it's a pretty sad situation. But you look at it, the situation's weird to me, man. I'm like, okay, I get it. The guy got killed accidentally, supposedly, but the way it's being presented, the commissioner already spoke on it. He says accident. I'm like, damn, 2 days afterwards? The media's put it out the night after. Fucking accident. They already know exactly how it went down. Then they just throw out randomly, oh, by the way, he got arrested like 24 times. So he that's an indication, everyone, right? He's fucking scum. We finally got him. Maybe not by locking him up 24 times, but now he's finally fucking dead. So hey, I'm not a cynic, and I hate to even be taking a cynical approach or even entertain something that might not be true, but it sounds a little bit fishy, and you have to have a little bit distrust for police officers these days. I'm telling you, man, I had negative issues or confrontations with the police where they illegally search me. And New York police are that. New York police is not like your fucking local precinct. They are crooked. I'm telling you this. So yeah. What do you guys think about this, man? Do you think that this is just an honest accident, or do you think there's something else behind this? It might be just a fucking execution. This is the rites of passage for this guy. He had to go kill a nigga. He killed one. Now he's finally a cop. He might be getting promotions after this, man. He beat this little rapper, or he won't even get charged, but after the wrongful death lawsuit comes out, he'll probably get in promotions. He'll probably end up like having a nice job in a couple of years. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. It's your boy DJ Akademiks, man. I'm presenting all sides. I'm not only just sticking on one, but we got to evaluate and think about it. If not think about it, let's talk about it, right? Because we could have honest discourse and we could put things on the table. And then we could figure out what's facts, what's not facts. Then we could put theories on the table and then try to support them with some facts. So yeah, it's your boy DJ Akademiks. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe, man. I'm out.